Viewing this video today is a particular way for your guardian angels to communicate with you. Two sections make up this message. The message's timing is deliberate. Since you've come this far, isn't clarity what you've been seeking? Perhaps you're asking whether somebody in charge is aware of your problems. Someone with more influence than you can fathom has already decided how they feel about you. And I want you to know it right now. Something you've been hoping for, seeking, and desiring will now become apparent in ways you couldn't have predicted, so listen carefully. Everything you have hoped for, every tear you have shed, and every silent cry you have thought would go unheard has been witnessed. This is something I am here to tell you, and it is essential. In the presence of the one who controls your every moment, not in the absence of any. I watched each and every one of them. Everything that you're experiencing at the moment, that difficult period, that uncertain location, is actually a component of a much larger plan. Contrary to what you may believe, you weren't overlooked. This was not a mistake. Your path is significant. This is what I would like you to understand. There is no one you have ever encountered who can compare to me, and I alone have decreed your fate. Your struggles, disappointments, and self-doubt have been on full display for me to see. It was worth every minute, I promise you. You were being molded and ready for something bigger than anything you could have imagined at every turn. In the future, you might feel stuck at a crossroads, unsure of what to do next. However, I have a clearer picture of the future than you do, and your evaluation does not take into account your past errors or your present uncertainties. Based on my knowledge of your abilities, I can pinpoint the exact moment when the dreams I have for you will be realized. Trust the procedure and do not rush anything. I am aware that much time has passed since it appeared like anything changed. What gives? When will things finally turn around for me? You've been wondering. Every one of your prayers, even the ones you uttered in silence when you thought no one was paying attention, have been heard and answered. The yearnings of your soul are audible to me. Yes, I have been following along and think I have a good idea of who you are. It hasn't finished, because for you, it's really only just started. I've started doing things that you can't see yet. Doors could unexpectedly open at the most inconvenient times and places. Suddenly, doors will open for you that you never imagined. Where there appears to be no path, I have forged one. Here you are, getting ready. No, I don't think so. If it takes a long time, don't give up. You have not been subjected to any unnecessary delays. Each second is crucial. The pain of rejection, grief, and despair that you have endured is something I well understand. I get that you're curious in the reasoning behind why things transpired the way they did. However, I humbly ask for your trust. I want you to think that there is a power beyond your current understanding at work. I can assure you that this choice I made is for the best because I can see the whole picture while you can just see the end result. There have been moments when you may have questioned my presence, felt as though you've left me, or thought the world would continue to spin without you. You, on the other hand, have never, ever been forgotten. Even when you didn't realize I was there, I was right there with you. I am telling you this now because I am getting you ready for something far bigger. There is more to who you are than what you've accomplished or failed to do. That is something I want you to understand. No connection exists between you and the person who has misinterpreted you or abandoned you. Your value stems from me, and I am perfect. I have a plan for your life that transcends your current situation and the opinions of others. It all comes down to my identity and the things I've implanted in you. Listen, even if you don't think you're qualified or don't have the skills needed, I still call the qualified. I hear a voice calling out to you, my darling. And I answer, you are the one they've picked. Your life has been predetermined in the celestial regions, and it is a decision that will bring honor to my name and happiness to you. Fear will try to convince you that you aren't good enough, that nothing will change, and that doubt will return, even after you've gotten this message. However, you must be resilient in my behalf. My feelings for you are already settled, and nothing can sway my decision. You must understand this. Nothing matters more than overcoming your mistakes, worries, and seemingly insurmountable hurdles. The last say is with me. I have sent guardian angels to guide and protect you. Even if you are unaware of it, you have been unknowingly shielded from impending perils because they have been fighting for you. Despite your inability to perceive them at all times, they are ever present. You are never truly alone when you are under my loving care. Is there anything else you need to do? Your progress is commendable. Your trust in God remains unshaken. Your faith in powers beyond than human understanding persists, and you continue to hold the belief that events beyond your control will determine your fate. It is not your responsibility to have complete mastery of all subjects. You must maintain your integrity, obedience, and consistency. That which is left is mine. Always keep in mind that the choice that has been made about you is the right one. Kindness, grace, and optimism abound. I have already cleared the way and gotten ahead of you. You are not venturing into uncharted territory, but into my master plan. The end result will be better than you could have imagined, yet it won't look exactly like you envisioned. My expertise is unparalleled. When you look ahead, you will see far more than when you look back. Avoid letting what happened to you define you by letting go of the past. My opinion of you is based on who you are becoming rather than your past, and it has nothing to do with your past self. Everything about you, even the parts you dislike and wish you could alter, is being used by God to mold you into something magnificent. They serve a practical purpose. I make sure nothing goes to waste because I am a talented artist. There may be moments when you feel like you're just floating along. However, please know that you are under my constant care. You're always easy for me to see. Both your current location and your intended route are crystal clear to me. Trust that I have a clear plan for you. Even when things appear cloudy and you aren't sure of your destination, though it may not be obvious to you right now, you are actually making progress towards something far greater. The much anticipated breakthrough is nearly upon us, and I am here to inform you of this. Even though it won't appear how you anticipated, I assure you that you will understand the rationale behind the event's outcomes. It turns out that everything that went wrong, such delays, doors closing, and impediments, was actually a sign that something greater was on the way. I am not one to make hasty decisions. I have been setting you up for something that, when it happens, will completely surprise you. How near you really are, you have no idea. There are days when it feels like nothing is changing, and it can be hard to cling onto hope and trust. Sometimes, it feels like the darkest hour is right before dawn. However, I'm counting on you to be patient for one more second. The moment to take advantage of it for yourself has arrived. The decision has already been made. When your long-awaited reward comes, all your grief, prayers, and waiting will have been in vain. Despite how it may seem, I have been preparing you for this. My preparations for you have been immense, and you have no clue. Your trials have shaped you into a more resilient, astute, and empathetic person. Your positive transformation is very remarkable. Thanks to your maturation, you are now prepared to assume the role I've been grooming for you. Everything you have been working for will begin to bear fruit in this next season of fulfillment. Additionally, I would like you to know that thinking about what's to come is not mandatory. No need to try to make it happen by yourself. The tough work is already done with. Having trust that I'm leading you correctly is all that is required. Listen to the subtle signs I provide you as we go along and follow your trust. Even when it seems like no one is guiding you, I am. I will handle all of the problems so you don't have to. My role in your life has always been very clear to me. Ever since your birth, I have had a wonderful and hopeful vision for you. Nothing that has occurred to you or anything you have done can change that plan. You remain on course, and it remains in its current location. Although it may not always seem that way, I am able to look at the larger picture and assure you that you are precisely where you ought to be. I hope this serves as a reminder the next time you feel the grip of anxiety or doubt. A choice has already been settled. Your future is taken care of by me. I have gone ahead of you and paved the way, so you need not be scared of what lies ahead. I have begun a process specifically for you, and nothing can stop it. Not even an enemy or a difficult circumstance can stop you from embarking on a miraculous and purposeful journey. Please, God, your aid in directing us to at this exact moment. Please protect our loved ones. I beg you, protect us with your heavenly canopy and keep an eye on us. Grant us the gift of health, riches, and strength. Put all our anxieties, strains, and uncertainties to rest. We are completely relying on you. We kindly want your assistance. Lord, we are grateful that you paid attention to our prayer and answered it. My prayer is made in the name of Jesus Christ, with the hope that it will be granted. If your love for God is genuine, you will live in a way that brings joy and peace to everyone around you. Now that you're prepared, take a deep breath and we'll move on to our second message. A second, more important communication has come to you from above. Take note of it. God has already planned a remedy for all your problems. Get the information you need. Be sure to stay to the very end if you are seeking revelations from on above. My heart overflows with wisdom and love as I talk to you now, my precious child. Pay close attention because these words hold a profound truth that, when applied to your life, can change it irrevocably. Indeed, the reality you inhabit is molded by the ideas that cross your mind. The boundaries of your life are defined by your beliefs, attitudes, and viewpoints. Your brilliant, lovely mind mirrors my own heavenly intellect. You can reason, think, and make decisions on your own now. The trajectory and character of your life are heavily influenced by how you make use of these abilities. Build responsibly, my darling. The real keys to a happy and successful life are an optimistic outlook and the ability to think constructively. You are fearfully and wonderfully created in my image. Remember this always. Your inherent worth and enormous potential are unstoppable. You unlock a world of possibilities when your thoughts mesh with this basic truth. The limiting thoughts and negative self-talk do not belong to me. Rather, they are untruths that prevent you from realizing your full potential. Focus solely on the good, the moral, and the noble things that happen in life. I will faithfully, gracefully, and lovingly transform your interior environment. Keep what I stated in mind at all times. Its timeless wisdom will change the way you look at things. You will experience a rejuvenation of mind and a revolution of life if you do this regularly. Realize that every time you think, new neural pathways are formed in your brain. You see, my darling, a thought pattern becomes stronger and more automatic the more you dwell on it. That is why it is so important to give serious consideration to the things you let your mind wander to. Retraining your brain to think positively is within reach. Life is full of challenges. So when things become tough, try not to get too down on yourself. See challenges not as roadblocks, but as chances to learn and improve. Have faith in my mighty plan, knowing that anyone I care about benefits from my actions. Keeping a positive mindset will help you persevere and achieve your goals. Establish the habit of regularly expressing thanks. Even when things seem hopeless, there is always cause for gratitude. You can increase your happiness and prosperity by shifting your attention from your problems to the joys in your life. Expressing gratitude changes your outlook, making you see more of the good things in your life and less of the bad. As a stimulant for progress, it is a potent remedy for dissatisfaction. Think carefully about the people you hang out with and the impact they have on you. You should surround yourself with positive, inspiring people who will push you to achieve your full potential. Reducing your exposure to negative influences, such as other people in the media, is a smart move. Like a garden, your thoughts need care. You should sow seeds of optimism, faith, and love while removing those that are full of negativity. Take note of the effect of encouraging words based on my background. Rather than dwelling on your problems, try talking about life in general. Outline the future things I intend to do for you. If you align your words with mine, we can work together to make my dreams a reality for you. Never forget that what you say might determine your fate. Start with the ideas you tell yourself. Use yours not to destroy, but to strengthen. Having a growth mindset means you believe that your intelligence and talent can be developed through consistent practice and focused effort. Take on problems directly and use them as learning experiences. Think of failures not as final judgments, but as opportunities to learn something new. You will become stronger and more resilient as you conquer each challenge. Learn to be present and self-aware. Investigate your ways of thinking without assuming anything. As soon as you notice that you are thinking badly, gently shift your focus to more positive thoughts. At the end of the day, you'll realize that being optimistic is something you're just born to do. The power of not yet must be accepted. Finally, after every phrase, put yet in there. A simple statement like, I'm not good at this yet, or I haven't succeeded yet, might help you seize opportunities and stay motivated by reminding you that you can get better and more accomplished with effort and persistence. Approach problems by focusing on potential solutions. Motivate yourself to find answers right away, rather than letting your problems control you. Instead of feeling helpless in the face of your circumstances, you can take charge by adopting a proactive mindset.